Hello everyone. Chapter 2. The leaf too has to say. Suma teacher and her students are preparing to transplant the vegetable seedlings they had sown. Children, water the pits well and uproot the saplings carefully without breaking their roots, said the teacher to the children. The children examined the saplings to check whether the roots were damaged. Teacher, the roots of the vegetable saplings and the mudanga growing between them are not similar, are they? Bibish asked. What are the differences? Bibish would have noticed. Try to write them down. Go for an eco walk with your friends. Collect different types of plants. Examine the plants and observe their roots carefully. Note down the peculiar features of each of them in your environment diary. Show this to your friends and discuss. Draw pictures too. Now let's have a look at Miss Na's observation notes. In one group of plants, a thick main root is seen growing from the base of the stem. Several smaller roots have grown from that root. The thick root is long. In another group of plants, several roots have grown from the base of the stem. All roots are similar. The roots are thin. Read the notes. Compare them with your observation notes. How many types of roots did Miss Na observe? How many types of roots could you identify? Taproot and fibrous root system. Observe the figure above. Were there similar roots among the roots you observed? What are the difference between the two roots shown in the figure? Now, note down the differences in the environment diary. Observe the root system. Don't you see a large root growing down from the stem? Yes, the root is called taproot. Other small root grown from this root. The taproot system consists of larger taproot and smaller branches growing from it. The important feature of taproot system is that it grows more deeply. Hence, these roots hold the plant firmly in the soil. You may have noticed such root during an eco walk. How is it different from the taproot system you just read about? Do you see a thick main root in this root system? Is there any difference in shape and size between the root in it? Observe and find out from where this root arises. Record these observations in the environment diary. The fibrous root system includes a cluster of similar roots growing from the base of the stem. Now, let us try to find out some plants that have fibrous root system. List the difference between the taproot system and fibrous root system in your environment diary. Taproot system, fibrous root system. Draw the picture of the taproot system and fibrous root system based on your observation. Teacher, the leaves of the plants we observed are also not similar. Bibish pointed out to Suma teacher. What difference do you see? Let us observe. While you observe the shape and size of the leaf, Also take note of the peculiarity of their vein-like structures. Don't forget to record the difference in the environment diary. Notice the pattern of the leaves in the picture. Complete the picture by joining the dots starting from the leaf stalk. Figure 3, Figure 4. Can you see the veins of the leaves clearly? What differences did you notice between the two leaves? Write them down in the environment diary. Try to tear a mango leaf, a jacktree leaf, a coconut palm leaf, and a bamboo leaf into several long pieces downwards from the tip. Could you tear all the leaves easily without breaking them? Which of these leaves could you tear into long pieces? Which of them you could not tear into long pieces? Classify them and write. Examine the veins of the leaves. Draw the veins in the leaves as they appear in the environment diary. Reticulate venation and parallel venation. Did you see the veins lying interconnected in the leaves you observed and the pictures you drew as in figure? Now look at the main vein in the middle of the leaf, starting from the leaf stalk to its tip. Did you notice many small branches arising from the main vein connected to another like a network? The network-like venation in leaves is called reticulate venation. Were there leaves with veins as in figure among the leaves you observed? Notice how the venation in such leaves differs from reticulate venation. Note down the differences in the environment diary. The veins in the leaves do not touch one another. Starting from the leaf stalk, they run parallel and join at the tip of the leaf. The parallel arrangement of veins in leaves is called parallel venation. Note down the differences between reticulate venation and parallel venation in the environment diary. Venation and root system. Tabulate the root system and venation of the plants we observed. Name of the plant, root system, venation. Root system, taproot and fibrous root, venation, reticulate and parallel. Name of the plant, coconut tree. Coconut tree has fibrous root system and parallel venation. Mango tree has taproot system and reticulate venation. Now study the table carefully and find out the relation between root system and venation and write it down. Observe the leaves of the big and small plants around you. Record the type of root system of these plants. Autobiography of a paddy grain. I was born as the daughter of a group of mothers who lived happily. There were many of us on mother's grain stack. Some of us were eaten by a pest, Jazi. The rest of us grew up strong and ripened. Farmers reaped our mothers, who bore us bright and golden in their hands, threshed and cleaned them. It was from there that I reached Arun's house. When we were laid in the sun on a mat to dry, I was scattered to a corner in the yard. With the summer rain, I started changing all over. What could be the change that occurred? Observe the pictures. Stages of rise. How a plant grows from a seed. Now let's answer the questions given below. Which part of a plant comes out first from a germinating seed? What did that part which come out first from the seed form into? Observe the picture and write. Did the part that came out first grow into root? The part that come out first from the seed is called radicle. The part that comes out after the radicle becomes the stem of the plant. Observe the pictures. It is the plumule that grew into the stem. Observe the pictures. From where did the radicle and the plumule get food to germinate? Didn't you see the radicle and the plumule in the picture? Which is the part seen beside these? The thick leaf-like part seen in the plumule of the germinating pea seed is the cotyledon. The food required for a seed to germinate is stored in the cotyledon. The plant uses the food in the cotyledons, so the cotyledon shrink and decrease in size as the plant grows. The plant grows using the food in the cotyledon till it prepares its own food. Do you see two cotyledon in a paddy grains also? There is only one cotyledon in the paddy grain. Plants having only one cotyledon are called monocotyledonous plants, monocots. Plants having two cotyledon are called dicotyledonous plants, dicots. What are the changes that occur when a seed germinates? The outer part of the stem of monocot plant is harder than the inner part, but in dicot plants the inner part is harder. Germinate a few of paddy, pea, groundnut, wheat, thinna, foxtail millet and maize. Observe them for 2 weeks. Which are the plants that have one cotyledon and those that have two cotyledons? List them. Let us now create a table showing the root system, venation and number of cotyledons of the plants we observed. Plant, root system, venation, number of cotyledons. Study the table carefully and find out the relation between the root system, venation and number of cotyledons of plants. Now let's see what you have learned. The learner identifies the peculiarities of root system of plants and classifies them into fibrous root system and tap root system. Observe and lists venation of leaves and classifies them into reticulate venation and parallel venation. Identifies and state the relationship between venation and root system of the plant. Defines monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous plants. Engages in simple project on the relationship between venation in leaves, root system and number of cotyledons. Prepare the project report accordingly. Let us assess. Identify the odd one and circle it. Cock A, coconut root, bamboo root, mango root, Arecanut root. B. Banyan leaf, teak leaf, jack tree leaf, paddy leaf. C. Maize, wheat, cashew, thinner. Match the following: radical, bamboo, monocotyledon root, plumule groundnut, dicotyledon stem. Explain the differences between the root system of plants. Observe the leaves of a mango tree, jack tree, bamboo, paddy, teak and coconut tree and classify them into two based on venation. How will you distinguish between monocots and dicots? Give examples of monocotyledonous. Extended activities. Collect dried root system of different kinds of plant and make an album. Collect dried leaves that show venation clearly and make an album. Write a short note on the diversity among the plants identified by you during your eco walk. Collect seeds and classify them into monocot and dicot. Remove the green color in the leaves so that the venation can be seen clearly and make an album. Discuss with your teacher for detail. Thank you.